Can I interest you in a cup of espresso or hot chocolate? If I can, you need one of these. I was a little skeptical about this thing at first. My husband is the one who initially wanted it, but I haven't used my Keurig in over a week. I love this thing. So let's talk about why I love it and how it works and how to get that really good cup of coffee. This is a nice stainless steel body, which is the first thing I love. It looks really professional and high-end and sleek. The other thing that I love is that this tank, this water tank on the back, is daggum huge. Look at that. It holds about 2.8 liters, which means that you're not having to refill the water tank on this every single day. You can go long times without having to refill it. Super easy to refill too. It comes out, you just top fill, load the water right in there. All right, let's put that back. The other thing that I love is that when you turn this on, the top of this gets warm. It's almost like a little warming plate. And they say that you should warm all of your cups, your coffee cups, and your mug, pre-warm it so that your coffee will not be cold when you get to it. It'll be nice and toasty. And it is warm, but it is not super hot. You can just, it's warm to the touch. So you have 4 little cups that comes with it. You have the double-walled cups, and then you have the single-walled cups, which is just based off of how much pressure is going to be needed. Okay, so the best I can figure, because I don't speak espresso and I've never been a barista, is that this double-walled cups are for newbies. So that's what I've been using. These single-walled cups are for the really precise and very experienced coffee makers. I'm going to get there one day, but I'm not there yet. So I have been using the double-walled cups, and you have a single and you have a double-wall cup. I like the double shot. So I'm going to go with that today. You have this little holder here for your cup. You have a grinder on top. Easy to fill the beans in here. I don't put too many beans because you want them to stay fresh. So I just put a few beans in there. You can load that very easily. This does come off if you want to take it off and clean out the inside of it. The other thing you'll notice is on the side, you have this, this line bar here that tells you the smaller the number, the finer you're going to grind that coffee, and the bigger the number, the coarser it's going to be. Now, tell you, they're very nice about telling you this, the optimal range for your coffee beans are going to be between 10 and 15. It also depends on the type of roast coffee beans you're using, and I'm using a dark roast, and so they say for dark roast, you definitely want to err on more of the mid to upper range here. So I'm going to do that. I've already turned my machine on here, and then you are going to have your grind bean button right there. Now, I'm told you can preset this button to automatically stop after a few seconds to where you get the right amount of coffee in there. I have not done that yet. I have not played with that yet, but I'm going to go ahead and just grind my beans up. And I'm going to go ahead and stop it because I don't like to make a big, huge mess. And then you have a really nice, sturdy stainless steel tamper here. And there's a max fill line on the inside of this cup. So you just tamp your little coffee beans down. I'm not quite there to that max fill line, so I'm going to add a few more beans. Okay. You don't want to overdo it, but you don't want to underdo it. That's going to get you the right pressure on these beans. And I'm told when this is level here that you have the right amount in the cup. So we're going to stop it right there. Okay, so we're ready to get us some coffee. Santa is ready for his espresso. Okay, so you have 2 buttons here, a single cup and a double cup. I usually like to do the double cup. The other thing I want you to pay attention to is this gauge. It'll tell you when you're in that right, perfect spot to get that really good and creamy coffee. So we're going to hit the power, or for the 2 cup, it's going to go ahead and start. Watch that gauge. See if you did it right and got it all nice and pressured. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Yeah, I can see the cream from here. It's going to be delicious. Should take around about 30 seconds. It's not long at all. And I've got all my little coffee fixins over here. My milk, while that's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and pour up my milk. So it comes with this little stainless steel metal milk carafe here. So I'll put a little bit of milk. And this might be taboo in the super hardcore espresso world, but I do like a little bit of my caramel creamer mixed in there. And I like to put heavy cream in here too. I'll mix the 3 and it's amazing. So good. All right, so you've got your little wand here on the side, and you've got a dial button on the side here. This little dial on the side that controls your milk steamer. You can point it one way, which will rinse it out, which I usually always rinse it out right before I use it because I just want to make sure it's good and clean. The water goes into the little tray down here, and it kind of pre-warms the steamer here. Turn it off after I've gotten enough water through it. And then the other way is how you get the steamer to start. Okay, so I go ahead and start it in this position because it'll have excess water drip out. Wait for all that water to start turning to steam. There we go. And then you can move your wand outwards. This is going to take a little practice. It didn't take long, but you want to tilt your milk sideways, and you want to go just below the surface. And it gives you that good, creamy, bubbly milk. It warms up your creamer and your milk at the same time. It's steaming it. You can tell when the outside of this cup starts getting really, really warm that it's been enough time. If you do it too quick and you add that to your coffee, it's going to make it cold. I just keep filling it. It's starting to get really warm now, so I think we're just about done. You can kind of hear it thumping in the background. That it definitely means that this steaming wand is working. All right, when you're done, go ahead and turn it off. All right, and it is hot to the touch, so you know when you're done. And then you have to wipe this off. If you let that sit on there too long, it is going to be hard to clean, okay? I also run a little more water through it. You want to clean that milk out as soon as you can. It's still very hot. It's like steaming out, but I'm going to run a little water through that. Okay. All right, so you've got your creamy little coffee here. And I am not good at pouring this to make a pretty design, so I'm just going to go. Tastes good either way. I'm just glad I can make this at home and I ain't got to go stand in line for this thing. All right, so, oh my gosh, it smells so good. And I like a little caramel sauce added on mine. I'm a little decadent in my coffee. Okay. All right. That is one good cup of coffee. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Getting this at home is a game changer. And if you've never tried this, I was, like I said, hesitant and unexperienced, but this thing has definitely helped me get a really good cup of coffee, and I never thought I could make one like this before. So if I can, you can too. Okay, as a little experiment, because I just had this idea yesterday, I also wanted to try my hand at making some hot chocolate with this little steam wand over here, so we'll do that too. Christmas is just around the corner, and it's hot chocolate season, so get a little milk going here. All right, we're going to get some teaspoons of this in there. 2 heaping teaspoonfuls, and if you're not making a mess, then it's not going to be good. All right, so let's clean this out. I always just start by cleaning it out, just to kind of getting it good. Okay. And drip my water. Okay, now let's try this. Oh, blew my powder on. Okay. Okay. It actually mixed up a lot better than I thought it would, but, oh, and that's hot. But it's got a perfect layer of froth on top, which is going to make that super decadent. You can even add some little chocolate shavings or marshmallows to this. Yeah, that's going to be good. I'm going to let it cool off for a second while I clean this. Okay. All right, let's see. That's hot, but it's so good. I'm glad my experiment worked. My kids are going to be very pleased with this. A couple other features I want to go over with you real fast before I drink this is you have this tray right here, which you saw all the water goes into, all the coffee that you spill. It easily comes out. You can lift this metal tray off and you can clean that, get in there real good. It is sturdy stainless steel metal. You see, you've got your water catching tray right there. And you've got this little piece that comes off right there too. Okay, you can just easily dump that out, rinse it out, clean it real good, put everything back. Another really fun thing I just figured out the other day is you have a toolbox with your espresso machine. And there's your toolbox hidden in this little compartment right there. So this keeps your little brush tool, and you got this little like sharp end tool so you can get down and get all the coffee beans that are stuck out of there out, or clean out those little holes if you need to. I haven't really had to use that yet, but I could see where that could be handy and beneficial when you get ready to need it. So you just pop that back in there and hide your little toolbox and pop that back in. Very easy, super nice to use. I love this thing. I haven't had to descale it yet, but it does have a button right here, so it will light up red when it's time to descale it. In the book, the instruction manual says that you'll have to do that about every 2 to 3 months. So we'll see about that. It has a self-descaling feature. You just add something to the water, probably like white vinegar, distilled vinegar, and then you push, I think it's these 2 buttons together and hold it for 4 seconds. I'll have to check on the manual, but you hold 2 buttons together and that starts the descaling process. You can customize this thing. Another thing I haven't played with yet, but I was reading about. You can customize it to where if you hold this button down for 4 seconds, or one of those buttons, you can actually get it to continuously add more coffee. Like if it's, you don't want just the little 1 or 2 ounces that it gives you and you want a little bit more, you can hold it down. It'll give you a little more coffee. And you can hold a series of these buttons down to change the temperature of your coffee. So I think it can go up to like 205 degrees from what I was reading. And it will tell you the right buttons to press and for how long to do that. It comes with a very easy to read manual. Like I said, I am fairly new to making my own espressos at home, but this machine made everything so daggum easy. Like I had this thing down in 2 days. So don't be intimidated by it. I really love it. My husband is obsessed with it. I have to say, slow down. You've had too much espresso today, because he will go back for cup after cup. You can get jazzy with what you put in your cup. Don't just settle for milk. You can add creamer. You can add caramel. You can add chocolate. Like, go crazy. This thing will make the most decadent coffee ever, and hot chocolate. So if you are looking for a machine like this, if you want to give this a try, it is a really great, easy to use machine, perfect for your house. Okay, skip all those lines, do yourself a favor, get you one of these. If you're interested in having a really good cup of coffee, I'm going to put the link for this machine down in the description below.